Okay, so I thought I'd brought you out here and to see some of the things that I have in this tank that's been here for about 2 years now. But I have made some recent acquisitions for organisms, so that it'll be much more interesting to look at. It's quite possible that you can't see what I'm seeing because of reflection or something. I hope that's not the case though. But I'll find out when I'm done making this camera videotape. But that's a little snail. That's a bladder snail. I think the group. It's not a technically it's not a taxonomical group. It's Pulmonata, informal group. That's just all the snails instead of all the mollusks. And they're active at nighttime, it looks like, plodding around, eating algae, doing their thing. I opened up, though, because I just saw one of these glass shrimp that I have. Oh, maybe you can see him here. Yeah, there's one. Yeah. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. So, glass shrimp are very cute, in my opinion. They're very fast swimmers, very, very skittish, but they make really great aquarium animals because they don't do much except for eat algae, and they do that pretty well. Look at this one scaling the wall. They just forage for food in the algae, and maybe they'll eat some of the other interesting organisms that I found to live in my aquarium, like ostracods, things like that. I'll be having a playlist that'll show all the little creatures that I can find in these aquarium setups. Maybe they'll help you out if you're in a biology class or something. If you wanted to get a little look or a video about these organisms in their natural habitat in the water. Most of them are quite small. And, you know, if you've already taken like a biology class in college or something, then you probably are already aware of them. But if you're not, or if you find such a thing kind of cool, then feel free to ask some questions, or, you know, look at the videos, and maybe it'll inspire you into to doing your own thing like this. But yeah, so these are some glass shrimp, and there's some snails. They're very low-key organisms. I also have ostracods and hydra. I have some hydra. Those are interesting creatures, although I think that they're only... Oh, it's got eggs. Oh, that one has eggs. That's cool. I have some hydra, but I think they're in this... this tank only. I think I only put them in one tank. But I'm not sure if you can see all the small organisms floating around. Those are ostracods and copepods, and there's also some snails, of course. I have some Malaysian trumpet snails, which are very not friendly to the aquariums. They grow too fast and multiply, and nobody wants them, unless they're feeding like pufferfish or something like that. So I was able to get some for free pretty quickly and easily from my local Petco. That was very nice of them. But yeah, there's also some... What do I have? What's it called? Anacharis? Yeah, Ichor Idea, and some duckweed. You can see that on the top here. Also have some over here. This is nighttime. This is the worst time to perhaps show you all of this, but maybe I'll follow up with a daytime thing. But you see that's a midge fly, a larva of some kind. Not a mosquito, although they're very closely related. Yeah, he's having some trouble with that duckweed, which I'm glad about. That's why I have the duckweed on top. You can probably see it here, yeah. So, anyways, oh, and then one last thing. Before I stop, this little creature right here is actually a a conglomerate, an amalgamation of organisms. I forget what they're called exactly, but I think they're called a marimo ball, and they're only found in a few places in the world, and they're very interesting. They're lake creatures, and they're just groups of algae, and they live in Japan and a few northern countries that I forget off the top of my head. But they've only been found in a few lakes, and they're very different lakes, and nobody knows why. I don't think anybody knows exactly why that is, but whatever the reason, they're endangered, and so this is the closest I'm ever going to get to owning an exotic animal for a pet. So that's my contribution to the exotic animal trade, this ball. I assume that there must be some sort of a legal reason that they're allowed to sell these sorts of things. But yeah, look at that cute guy. I hope you can see them. If not, then you'll never see this video. But if so, then enjoy the very whimsical nature of these organisms. But yeah, so I will be looking under a microscope some of this water and picking out some creatures for you to see, and I will hope that you will enjoy it. The playlist will be called Ichor, which is a very old sort of fantasy style setting word. Ichor is like disgust. Well, Ichor now means like a disgusting sort of liquid, but it used to mean the blood of the gods. And so it's funny how that's changed over the years, but it's kind of appropriate, I think, in its modern context, because this is kind of gunky water. But I've been talking way too long about this, so I'm going to let you go, if you aren't done already, listening to me babble on and on about such things. That's why the playlist is there. So, anyways, I will follow up on this video with another video, preferably in daytime, preferably with some examples, with some pictures and things like that, and then you'll enjoy it a little bit more than just hearing me talk into a glass wall with a big reflection and a giant light. So have a good day, everybody, and if you have any questions about this sort of thing, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. Bye-bye.